How's everyone doing today? Do you have your masks on? Are you out and about? Are you working? Are you staying home? Are you staying safe? Are you collecting unemployment? What is happening in your world, ladies and gentlemen? There's a lot of talk about a second stimulus check in the works, right? A lot of talk about it, that a second $1,200 stimulus check could be coming. The House already passed it. Love and light, how are you? I need money. That's a good one. The House already passed a second stimulus of $3 trillion, and they have allocated that money, that second stimulus money to you. Now it truly is about the Senate. It really boils down to Mitch McConnell. Now, I think Mitch McConnell is the most corrupt senator of all. He definitely doesn't have your interest or the citizens' interest at heart. He is all about what deal can I make with companies, right? He has collected millions and millions and millions, in excess of $20 million from corporations. That's all he thinks about, right? Is big corporates, big US corporates. So let's put the pressure on him. Go on to Twitter. People in Kentucky, hold him responsible, right? This is really all up to Mitch McConnell if we get the second $1,200 stimulus check. It has already passed in Congress, and it's money that gig workers could really need, right? It's would be another good little infusion of cash if you had a second check coming. Now, people who have kids, dependents, will obviously collect more than $1,200. I believe another $500 per child. So let's just say you have 2 kids and you're a couple. It probably could get $1,200, 24 plus another 1,000, probably like around $3,400. It's a lot of money, right? If you're a married couple with 2 kids. So let's keep on pushing that. Sorry, it'll buffer a few times. I'm going through a couple of patches here in Calabasas and Malibu, so I'll be losing reception here and there, but I'll be back literally after 20-30 seconds. It just buffers and then I'm back. So again, if you really want to put some collective pressure, go onto social media, and right now the only person who's holding up your money is Mitch McConnell. Congress has already passed it, right? So get out there and do your part, please. And give you a good word of advice in Kentucky: vote him out. Doesn't have your best interest at heart. He just has big corporates at heart. So vote the fool out. He's awful. Now, has everyone received their unemployment money? Are there any states that are still waiting in the pipeline? Have you received any updates when you should be receiving your unemployment money? You should have received your stimulus check by now. Many people had signed up done their taxes through TurboTax and H&R Block to get their stimulus check, and then had to wait. Those were mailed out after, I believe it was somewhere in May the 15th, I believe was. The stimulus checks were mailed out. If they didn't have your banking info, they would send it to your address. But this $1,200, we need it. So again, the way we get it is, again, you got to put the pressure on the politicians. It's already passed. It's your money. It's just waiting. Second round. And people are hurting. People need cash dearly. please like and subscribe. Share the video. Let's put some collective pressure on. This video. Let's put some collective pressure on Mitch McConnell, on the Senate, that they pass this bill and they get the money to the people, to the citizens. You've worked for this money. Mark Roughton, how are you? Scott Tucker in the house. Teddy T, looks like sunny out there. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot out here. Did you get your PUA or not, Teddy? How's it going, Mark? How's it going, Scott? I'm going down to an upholstery shop in LA, downtown LA. Little bit of a dodgy area, Boyle Heights, but I've been there many times. It's all good. But there's a great upholstery guy, and Love and Light says she received cash. That's good. And I'll make another little video down there. He has the best prices in LA, in Los Angeles. People come from far and abroad. He's a great guy, Julio Matus, Nicaraguan guy. Phenomenal service. I'll show you the work that he did. Oh, you will receive it? Yeah! Victory! Victory! Good, it will be coming. So if you got that letter that you'll receive it, that's it. Now it's a matter of days. Just wait, open the mailbox, day after day, it'll arrive. I'm happy for you. And guys, please circulate this video, tweet it, retweet it. Says I just got an email stating I was approved for PUA. Whoop, whoop. Open up the mail. Open up the mailbox. Mark, opened up tomorrow, maybe the next day. Excellent. That is great news. Great news for my Vegas friends. Cash is coming. I got 1 week of my PUA. You got your first week. That's fantastic. Good. The others will follow. They should pay you retroactively. Well, if you got a letter of approval, that means your debit card will be in the mail within the next, I would say, 48 hours. Right? That's good news. That is good news. And that money will flow back into the economy. That's what it's meant for, right? Got to go out there, maybe buy some car parts. The money will definitely flow back into the economy from your credit card. I want direct deposit also. Cool. Oh, you chose direct deposit? Good. Okay, cool. Yeah, some people want direct deposit, some people want the card. Fantastic. But let's also hope we get that second $1,200. I'm pretty confident if we can put Teddy says, yeah, I made a mistake on my first entry, I screwed it up, and then you corrected it. Good. Did you do the second one? Fantastic. April the 30th, you applied. Okay, it's smooth. Hopefully it's coming. It's a welcome present when you finally receive it. It's a good little injection and infusion. Yeah, a second stimulus would be nice. Listen, they've passed it already, another 3 trillion. Now, the only way you get the money is you got to put on pressure, right? You got to put pressure on Mitch McConnell there, because he's the only guy that stands between us and the $1,200, the second $1,200. So recircle the video, tweet it, drop it in Facebook, and say, hey, Mitch McConnell, don't hold up our second stimulus check. Show me the money, Mitch. Mitch, the turtleneck, show me the money. Exactly. So yeah, you'll see my, in a short while, I'm going to keep the feed going, but the interior of my Impala, Chevy Impala, is about 75% done. They're just waiting for the seat cover material. They did the door panels, they did the headliner, they did the backboard, they did all the trims. It's expensive, but for a car like that, you gotta restore it back to its original state. You know, original fabrics. I think they call it what do they call it? Moth teeth or something like that. Fabric has a specific name. El Chapo ain't gonna. Sorry if you could say that again, because I'm driving. I'm trying to read your messages. I'm on the 101, heading north on a Friday afternoon. It's just after 12 noon. Roads are pretty busy. Roads are pretty busy. The new stimulus has to pass through the Senate, correct? So the only guy really that'll hold it up is Mitch McConnell. It's already passed Congress. Now, just keep on putting the pressure on McConnell. He's obviously wants certain favors built into that. He obviously wants the Democrats to concede on certain issues, and he wants certain people nominated. So he's going to put in a lot of provisions and a lot of conditions before he signs off on that, right? Shouldn't do that. It's money that the people are owed. Just sign off and get it to people so that people can survive, right? People need to pay their rent. People need to pay food. You can't survive on $1,200 for a few months. Just impossible. Yeah, Mitch, I can't stand that guy. You know why? Because he's owned by corporations. He's the guy who's made the most money from corporations. I think he made something like $24 million from, for his own interest, right? For his own campaign, for his own accounts. And then his wife is the Minister of Transportation, Chow. She's, corrupt one. Yeah, exactly. $1,200 isn't enough. We need more assistance. I agree. I mean, $1,200 barely scratches the surface. Did you guys see the trip video that I made prior to this? And so Trip Rides, Robert McNulty, CEO, another Derek K type of guy. This guy has started so many companies. He collects money, he shuts down, starts the next one, collects money, he shuts down. Anyway, it's been going for 3 years. Nothing has happened to Trip Rides. And now yesterday, hey, the big genius, next Ponzi MLM scheme. In fact, he hired a guy who developed an MLM software called Track. His company is called Track Companies. Dave, I think his name's David Jack or something like that. He's in Delaware. And Attorney General Javier Becerra definitely needs to look into that, because he's on to the next Ponzi scheme already called Trip Delivers Foods. And he wants to rush restaurants for $150, just like he rushed thousands of drivers for $150 and they didn't get their money back. And if you want evidence, all you have to look at Bob McNulty's son, like father, like sons, just as corrupt as his father, who made a video. They got him in a video where he said, hey, we have the driver's cash. They cannot get their chargebacks because 6 months have passed by. Don't worry, the drivers cannot get their money back. We have their cash. That's who you're dealing with, right? And they're going to do that same to restaurants. You have 500,000 restaurants that these same loyalists that haven't learned from this, suckers for punishment, now go and think, okay, well, I didn't make money on Trip Right, so I better get my money back and start signing up restaurants. Poor restaurants get sucked into an MLM scheme. Once bitten, twice shy, my friends. Unless you want to still pimp yourself out for the second round trip deliveries, right? You're a sucker for punishment. You weak. You have no backbone. You have no spine. So if that's who you are, keep on working for no money, right? Keep on making McNulty the money. He's going to go down sooner or later. Trip is a pile of shit, man. I don't want Bob McNulty or his son to come within 2 feet of my distance. That's all I can say. However they want to take that. But onto bigger things. We really need to fight for the second stimulus check. Please, the people in Kentucky, please vote this fool out. Give that new lady, I think she's a fighter pilot, the person running against Mitch McConnell, give her a chance, right? She's a young person. She doesn't have corporate America in her back pocket. Mitch McConnell's been there for way too long collecting corporate dollars. He needs to go. He is so toxic, this guy, and he does not have US citizens' best interest in mind. Definitely not. So if you're in Kentucky, vote Mitch McConnell out. That's all I can say, right? Pressure your senators, as Scott says. It's very easy to pressure senators. They hate Twitter. You know, if you talk in a positive manner or in a supporting manner, and then they love you. But if you can turn Twitter to your most powerful tool, Facebook, YouTube, right? You could put relentless pressure on senators and congressmen if you use social media. You just have to post and post again and be persistent, right? I know many people who got their COVID-19 money because they were persistent. They turned to social media and they pounded Dara and they pounded Uber and they pounded Lyft and they pounded Logan Green and John Zimmer, right? And they finally got paid. Because when you start doing social media and the numbers, they get scared. So bring the fight to Mitch McConnell. Firstly, vote him out. Congrats on your, thank you. Yeah, I got the third channel go. Champagne, my whole computer got wet. I was drenched. And I got to admit, I was a little bit tipsy after finishing off that bottle. I mean, that was a lot of champagne. But thanks to you guys, I got the third channel going, which is great. And that's going to be my real estate channel. So if you ever get into the YouTube arena or want to get into the YouTube arena, you're more than welcome to have that conversation with me, because I can show you a couple of cool tricks on how to really increase the hours, right? The viewing hours, and how to get subscribers. If you're having difficulties there, I have 8 YouTube channels. I just monetized 3. So I have 3 income streams, different, right? Different income streams. Adds up to a lot of money. So Teddy, got to talk to me. Let's get on the phone and I'll give you some really good tips. The one thing you want to do, Teddy, is that you want to load up your channel with a lot of different topics, right? And then you put them all on private. Okay, thumbs up, everyone. So Teddy, you stack your channel with about 100 videos. You put them all on private and you switch them on at the same time. Okay, then you create your playlist, right? Best of Teddy T, right? For example, best of Teddy T Rideshare. And you put all of those videos in your playlist, right? You put all of those 100 videos that you stacked up and then put public all at once. You can I'll show you how to do mass private video all at once, 100 go public, and then you systematically put each and every one of those 100 videos into your playlist, right? This is the best YouTube tip I can ever give you, right? And then you get a couple of your friends, including yourselves, to watch that playlist. Now, if you have 8 or 10 hours worth of videos in the playlist, switch it on at night, go to bed, it'll play through all the videos, and you run up 10 watching hours, right? And you get your friends, your mother, your grandmother, your great-great-great-grandmother, your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother to watch that playlist. And everyone's watching 8 or 10 hours of your videos. They're not really watching it, they're just putting it on play. And you accumulate tons and tons of viewing hours, right? So you're upping your viewing hours. You need 4,000, right? You need 4,000 viewing hours before you can monetize. The biggest challenge is to get those 1,000 subscribers. How do you get those? You get those by loading the basis and then pushing them all public once. So you're getting a lot of influx of views from different people, right? And you got to load all of those 100 videos with at least 20 keywords each that are relevant to that video. So you could make videos about Excel or X or SUV, about fleets, about Grubhub, Instacart, Postmates, Amazon. And I would not box yourself into one category, Lyft or Uber. I would keep it universal. Talk about all the gigs. Okay, Teddy? Follow the news. Go onto Google Daily, Uber News, Lyft News, Instacart News. Breaking news, some Vegas casinos to open June the 1st. Okay, that's huge. That's huge for drivers. June the 1st, some casinos will be opening. We'll see how that plays out. If the numbers spike up again, they'll have to shut it down again, but they're gonna run their tests, right? They're gonna see how this plays out. But could be positive news for drivers. And people will start trickling back into Vegas. Vegas is pandemic proof once you over the pandemic and you open it up. I mean, people will always go to Vegas, break away for a weekend, fly in. I've a lot of my friends from all corners of the world, they've all been to Vegas. Everyone's been to Vegas. The LA people can get in a car and drive up 4 or 5 hours, go to Vegas for the weekend, right? So Vegas will always be happening. It'll always be there. So we'll do a quick pit stop. Just as I get there, I'll probably be ending the video. Well, I'll show you the place. I'll show you the location where I'm heading to. Not too far off. I'm on the 101 by Cahuenga, sort of heading towards downtown right now. The guy in front of me is, come on, man. This guy's on his frickin' phone here. Guy's all over the show like this when he's texting. So we're down by Hollywood right now. Hollywood! Passing Hollywood Boulevard and Gower Street, if anyone knows that. Yeah, I'm passing Sunset Boulevard exit on the 101. See a lot of homeless tents. Wow, blown away. Tons and tons of homeless tents. Make sure your car's spray down. You got your sanitizers. Make sure you got your wipes, right, to wipe down all the areas of your car, the car handles, etc. Make sure you got enough aqua on board. Windy in Vegas. Pretty windy here in LA as well. Pretty windy. Here we have these Santa Ana winds. Passing Melrose Avenue on the 101. Anybody ever been down to Melrose? Quite interesting, especially on a Saturday. And now I can see downtown. Pretty bad air. Pretty dirty. It's like a lot of shit in the air. See the buildings, but not clearly. Going for a haircut, I do my own haircuts. I take a 12 millimeter and a 9 millimeter. I do 12 millimeter on the whole head, and then I do going upwards 9 millimeter on the sides. Works like a charm. Get it done in 10 minutes. Save myself $25 each time. Cut my own hair. sort of like semi-army haircut. I like it short. But that's cool, going for your haircut. How long is it? How many inches? And if you're a girl and you want to support rideshare tricksters, cause, must be an accident, because coming to a full stop here on the 101. What's going on? Oh, now it's completely stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lanes of traffic completely stopped on a Friday. 2 inches over normal. Yeah, it's cut it. Gone. And people throw so much trash. It's just, oh. Don't know how you can do that. Just throw trash out your window. Use buzz cut. Yeah, same here. I just do a buzz cut. Get that Remington thing out and just 12 millimeter, 9 millimeter, and I'm done. Done. Damn, there's a lot of traffic here. Can you see all the cars around me, left and right, how slow they're going? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes of traffic. Guys, look at this. Look at that. More road work. Jimmy, how are you, Abstract Echo? How goes it? How are you? How's your day going? Money, money, money isn't funny in the rideshare world. Let's get that second stimulus check. All we need to do is put pressure on Mitch McConnell. He's the guy holding it up. It's already passed Congress. Show us the money, Mitch. And Kentucky, do me a huge favor. Vote the fool out, man. He just takes corporate money. He cares shit about you. Vote Mitch McConnell out. Awful politician. Damn, it's dirty. Disgusting how much trash people just throw out during the pandemic. That looks awful. I guess they haven't been cleaning up because the cleaning crews are not out. Show Mitch the ditch, exactly. Mitch has got to go. Kentucky, listen up. We can get Mitch out the way, we can get things moving again, man. We'll funnel that money to the people, don't funnel that money to corporations. Come, buddy, we're driving 20 miles an hour. Let's roll, let's roll! Geez, like any faster, this guy's gonna fall asleep. 101, here we are. Almost at the intersection of 101 and the 110. Do you guys know where that is? 101 and the 110. I'm heading to the upholstery place to guy has the best prices in LA. And it gives phenomenal service. Julio Matos. Going to check up on my Chevy Impala, having the entire interior redone. They're about 75% complete. Have the seats tuck and rolled. Tuck and rolled. I'm right by the intersection of 101 and the 110. I'm heading towards Boyle Heights. Passing downtown. Downtown's on my right. Coming up to Broadway Park, passing over the 110. The 110 goes all the way down to Pasadena and all the way down. Passing Broadway and Temple right now, if you guys know where that is. And then after the upholstery guy, I'm going down to Long Beach to fit shocks, new shocks on the Escalade, putting 4 new shocks on. Now I'm passing Grand at train station. Downtown. Long Angeles Street. Alameda Street. Geez, like, look at all those tents. Holy mackerel. All the homeless tents. What the heck? What the heck is going on? Jeez, like Jungle City. Welcome to the jungle. Gee whiz. What is going on? It's like tent city, man. Yeah, they get pushed from place to place. They're like gypsies. They just migrate. Get shut down and then they move on to the next place. So I'm right here by the 101. I can take the 10 East and go to Palm Springs. Nothing's open there. And then I can go towards the 5 South or the 60. That's the one I'm taking, and I'm going to exit on 7th Street. Not the prettiest part of town, that I can tell you. Not the prettiest part of LA. Welcome to the jungle. Passing 4th Street. But man, they got good food down here. Good Mexican restaurants. We're not going on the 60. No, we're not going on the 60. We're going on. Here we go. Here's 7th Street. Now I go into Boyle Heights. Welcome to the jungle. Where am I? I think I turn left here. Well now. quite sure where I am right now. I don't have the navigation on. I'll be back in a second. I just need to check quickly.